Hello everyone, welcome to the playground. This is Olamico, and today we're playing EverScape 2. This is the continuation of our story. In the last one, I apologize, it was a bit too long, but it took so long with that system and whatever, with the portal hub. So, perks, what? Can we finish? Oh, we can finish, yes. Thank you. So the only thing we have now is this one. Do we have? Yeah, we still need crystal diode, okay. This is the hanger, okay. Yeah, so like I was saying, that portal hub was actually crazy. We still have to do this high risk mission, so I'm gonna start doing this too, and then we see what we're gonna do. So let me clear. Yeah, definitely. This one. Okay, now this ascendant already. Mm. Smart goes start first. I don't know. I never got behind the Gauss cannon. Like, I don't know. So this is scattergun. Okay, now this one structure 8 ascendant. Nah. Sell that one. So this is a coil gun. 2000. It less. Start forge. Non-critical hits have a chance of a critical hit until the damage against or higher energy. Alright, let's no, I don't want to sell that. I'm gonna sell this and I'm gonna dismantle this one. Bye bye. This one is for Ushak Sanctuary. Ah, this is the next one. Okay, there you go, selling that one. Good. Alright. So we need to do those high 2 areas, so we finish the challenge in this, we finish this challenge here. Now we can... Alright, let's go. So that lady wants to see us in... Ah, no. We still need to do Shark Sanctuary, so yeah, we see. Next. Let's go.
Enemies in range.
Finally. Come on, bossy. Where are you? Boss, big boss. Wait, I want to try something. So this one is super close. That's actually decent, but so you need to get close to the sun now.
You have a new blueprint in your inventory.
Went boof. Need to go to the sun. There you go, boys. Rack all complete 100%. Nice. Okay, so we have Ushak next. We're gonna do Ushak. So yeah, but first, where do we need to go for that? Hold on, mission to go for this. Yeah, the rack system. Okay. Let's get the hell out of here. Follow the waypoints.
So you actually came.
Kaliath, back on Cormont. What happened?
Prime came to our home right after you entered the cenotaph. They took us in for questioning about the script and the key you found. But since Seriac is the one versed in ancient technology, and I apparently am just a useless traditionalist, they let me go.
I take it they're still watching you.
They did for a while, but I shook them. They have no idea that I'm meeting with you here. We don't have much time. They are having Seriac translate the script, which will ultimately lead them to whatever it unlocks. Then sooner than later, they will come after you.
Have you figured out what they're looking for?
Yes, a very powerful relic. The script implies that many of its kind are scattered across our worlds. The cenotaph on Cormont was one of them, before it fell into ruin. Only one is rumored to still be intact. The script believes it to be in orbit of planet Mazout. That's here in Rak.
You reckon that Prime is already there?
They will be soon, and with a powerful ally at their side. Remember what I told you about the Navark, who used ancient technology during the war? Imroth?
The guy who got sentenced and executed?
Not executed, exiled. He has returned, and he is spearheading their operation.
Good for them. I'll stop them either way.
And I'll join you. I cannot rest while Seriac is still in danger.
Okay. Yes. Firepower, kinetic damage, metal boost is 100%. Vampire corrosion mines. This definitely. The fact that he still had to do getting stuff after side mission just because he visit the station and stuff like that. That's a nice idea.
Anything I need to know about the
I'm
planet we're
impressed. The
traveling
dev
to?
done a very good job with
Vossut
the
is a
game.
swampy wasteland. No Okar would ever live there.
You don't like water?
We prefer deserts or dry mountains. Solid ground on which we can build and thrive. I am glad that we will only see it from afar. It is a ghastly place.
I'm sorry, I forgot to cut the shift.
That thing looks like the tower I met you two in. The place of death.
That was a ruin. This place, however, looks almost new. How can this tower be in such good shape? It must have been here for millennia.
Ancient magic?
You humans can be so superstitious. Just because you don't understand something doesn't make it magical.
Meet an ancient warden once and you'll start to believe in a lot of weird scrap.
More Trinix.
It won't bother us if we keep our distance.
Syriac would have enjoyed this place.
Yeah. The room is almost identical to the one I rescued him from.
He likes to get into trouble, but he means well.
These are one of those windows. Back on Cormont, they helped me reveal the scripture.
Oh, they can do much more. Look for bright energy sources, then fly close and point it at them. You will be surprised.
Connect the conductors. And there. This one will get me from here.
Have you ever heard of the Ancients' greatest invention?
You mean the energy into matter thing?
Yes. If I am correct, we will soon witness it ourselves.
Okay, so this one.
find energy paths. Then follow them to their most dense spot.
Sounds weird, but okay.
So that's like those two. The only one is there, only this. This one it doesn't go. I'm guessing it's supposed to be another one. Yeah. I don't get it. So find all the conductors. We did find them. I think there is another one. We go outside.
Maybe the Trinics were the reason why this place managed to stay hidden for so long. Not because no one ever found it, but because the few poor souls who did never made it out alive.
So should we take the one from inside and bring it out? It doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, so let's do this again. That's all in this room here. That's all. No fucking way. I don't know what to do now. This is one is.
Now what?
Use the key. It will charge up the device.
Ah, fuck. Okay.
Scrap. Do we just shoot the planet?
The beam is thick but low energy. A communication link. It connected with something on the surface. Maybe the relic.
Only one way to find out.
Now that we've done that, let's do this one. Now we know exactly. So it's basically the same principle, yeah? Okay, let's check it out. I had the right idea, just not the proper execution. It's a Z. I was hoping we get something else. No, my
This place. It's deja vu all over again.
Another cenotaph, but in much better shape. It linked itself to the tower, like they belong together.
Hive, any signs of Okar Prime?
My sensors are affected by the electromagnetic interference. Unless the enemy comes into view, I am unable to detect them.
They better not stick out then. Keep an eye out for portals. Last time that was my way in. Galliath, are you listening?
I sense structures underwater. They have the shape of Okar dwellings, but that would be impossible.
Because Okar don't live in water?
Not normally, no.
There must be an entrance somewhere. Maybe through the water.
I'll stay outside and keep watch.
All right. The electromagnetic interference should keep you hidden.
Am I still in your HUD?
No.
Then this spot works.
I found an entrance. Now where to put this? When I saw the tower in orbit pointing down to the surface, I thought it was some kind of weapon targeting the planet.
That would make no sense. Not with the control center being right underneath it.
My thoughts exactly. But what does it do then? It certainly looks like a weapon.
I don't know. It's, no, that can't be.
What is it?
Nothing, never mind. I found another scripture.
What does it say?
Flawed dominance. Give me a moment. I'll try to translate it.
I guess that's it.
Entrance to another chamber has been unlocked.
Area.
I found another chamber. Shall I investigate? Galiath, come on. These long silences make me nervous.
I think I figured out what this place is. We were always taught that the ancients were benevolent. But this is cruel.
True power is always cruel. They flooded the surface, converted the matter in the mountains, changed rock into water, then they drowned an entire planet to prove their dominance.
Huh? The old man? What are you doing here?
That is not any old man. That is Navark Imroth, the father of Okar Prime.
Funny the names they come up with in your absence. How about you come out so we can meet again in person for a little tete-a-tete, so to speak?
You seem to have come a long way since I last dropped you off in that debris field.
It's just a different ship. I'm still me. I was hoping that we would get to lock horns one day, Adam. Although the odds ended up not evenly matched.
You want me to hold back?
The Corvette shield is impenetrable for your weaponry. I suggest a tactical retreat.
That's not an option. I'm the last one standing between them and the relic.
You can use it against him! Theriac. Try the oculars. That's how it works, I think. Now point it at him.
What's that? Is that coming from the relic?
The shield of the Corvette is down. I recommend a full assault before it recharges.
You're a fast learner, Adam. Ready for another tussle?
Damn it. He recharged his shields.
There is another targeting system, but it's without energy. Look for something to recharge it.
These capsules emit a large amount of energy.
Let's put them to good use.
This seed belongs to those giant plants. There must be more nearby.
There's so much energy in this seed. My whole cockpit is crackling.
Maybe it's enough to charge the oculars.
How?
I don't know. This is my first time too. The oculars are drained. You need something to recharge them. Look for something energized. It's so hard to see anything in this weather.
The weather, huh? You're giving me an idea.
We find that one. Where is the other one? Oh, come on, bro. He should have the water. There.
What about the plants? They're frequently hit by lightning. Perhaps you can use them.
Yes, perfect.
I just checked. The plants bear highly charged capsules at their roots.
Got it. I'll take a dive and have a look.
The fuck? This one's here? technical detail. Come on.
Another one.
A repetitive strategy, but an effective one. I give you that.
That was just the second verse.
Let's spicing things up.
Let's dock and figure out what's what.
Syriac, are you all right?
Yes, they treated me well enough. They hoped to recruit me so that I would help them operate the relic. Kaliath, they wanted to use it to subjugate our own people.
So the relic does what? Turn rock into water?
As far as I can tell, it can phase change any substance into something else. I found a script below that says it was used by the Old Ones to dominate our ancestors. A device to purge entire planets.
Not purge, change. It's a terraforming device, misused for nefarious purposes.
It must be destroyed.
No, it must be studied. Imagine the good we could do with it.
Whatever we do, Prime is still out there. And they will be back.
I doubt it. They were operating as an independent cell. They kept their plans secret as part of a power struggle against others within the movement. Not even the grunts who held me knew what they were doing here. Only Command knew the true nature of the relic, and they were all aboard the Corvette you destroyed. So, we would have the time.
I'm reluctant to say it, but Prime did have the advantage because they weren't afraid to use it.
Maybe it can be used for good. We can still destroy it later.
Famous last words?
Seriak is right. We are Heriok after all. Purveyors of knowledge, guardians of our ancestors' legacy. We will stay here for now.
And what will you do, Adam?
I'll keep an eye on Prime, in case they come up with something new.
We're boarding the same vessel then. In the name of Eshahar, we thank you, Adam.
Be safe.
You think you'll accomplish anything by simply idling here?
And that's it, boys. That was a fun mission. Expect to have a boss in it. Well, and the boss, whatever. Okay, let's go here and with that, I'm gonna end this episode here. Because we've been teleport to the station. What the hell? Oh, what is that goddamn station? Okay, this is so fucking weird. Nah, screw it. Alright, any more thing there? Let's go shot. Because then we have to go to Shak, yeah. So I go here and then, because we're done with this one system here, with track we're done. Yeah, we're done. So I go, okay, my bad. Alright, boys. Okay, with that in mind, I'm gonna end this episode here. So thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you on the next one. Cheers.